Welcome to the first qualifying session of Season 4 of the F.E.M.R.L. As we see all the drivers still currently lined up in the pit lane or in their own pit box getting ready to go out. On an outlap this season, it will be a 6-minute qualifying session. As we see the first driver coming out is the Maserati MSG Racing driver Yanis Dos Santos, along with the Neon Brawn of Arthur and the number 10 Season 2 World Champion Livery Cabinet in the number 10 Mahindra Racing. As behind we see Riley Watson coming out of the pit in the number 44 Cooper Kiro, along with the BWT Alpine of Zygmunt in the 6. Saragi in the 76 McLaren is coming out along with the other Neon Brawn, the number 17 of Nick De Vries. Philip Williams, the first driver to actually transfer, coming out of the pits in the 41 Cooper Kiro, along with Enoch Yu, the reigning series champion, and also Mr. Finazziero. Arnold Yu is out along with Car Singh and the two Lola Yamaha AB drivers, Sonny DeZavaro and teammate Tommy Yu. Victor Levi, the home driver, coming out of the pits in the other Alpine, as we see Taralo Zigo now coming out in the Maserati MSG Racing. Marcos Dunn is out for Envision Racing, along with the other home driver, the Red Bull Porsche Versteer, his teammate Gabriel. Also coming out of the pits, Livery Cabinet is coming to the line to start his flying lap, while his teammate Ollie Lowe is just coming out of the pits. Matthew Hart, 21, returning back to McLaren after recovering from his injury. Chaos Andale is coming out in the Envision Jaguar, number 14, of course, starting his first full season in the series as Arthur crashes into Zigos into the barriers for both drivers. Arthur is out of qualifying. Taralo Zigo has got minimum damage on his Maserati MSG Racing with 4 minutes to go. The track is clear as we go back to green flag running. In this qualifying session, Enoch Yu is just starting his flying lap. Saragi is currently on a flyer. In the McLaren, there's another yellow flag in Sector 2, which I think involves Matthew Hart in the McLaren and one of the Cooper Kiro drivers, as we now go back to green flag running at the Sao Paulo E-Prix qualifying session with about 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Immediately after that, there's another yellow flag for Riley Watson, who I think's got front wing damage on his Cooper Kiro. And yes, Riley Watson does have damage on his front wing. He surely will have to come into the pits. As we're currently on board with Victor Levi, the green flag is back running at the Sao Paulo E-Prix, but everyone has been compromised. Levi has to let go of the Maserati and also the other Envision of Marcos Dunn, as Chaos Andale's got front wing damage on his car. Zygmunt's coming into the pits, into the barriers goes Versteer. The 38 has hit the barriers, as now we go back to green flag running once again here in Sao Paulo. Probably the most yellow flags ever in a qualifying session in any series, as there's another yellow flag in the same sector. Hart is out of qualifying as he hit the barriers down at that corner. Dunn is coming into the pits along with Taralo Zigo and Victor Levi, as we're currently on board with Madeo in the DS-APX Penske Formula E. He sets the fastest Sector 2 of 24.933. Of course, last season he subbed in for Yanis Dos Santos for 2 rounds at Maserati MSG Racing, scored his first point. What is he going to do today? He sets a time over 51.316 and currently goes to the top, as he's the only driver that has a lap in. Ollie Lowe is coming into the pits in the 83. Finazziero is out for an out lap. Here comes Dos Santos to the line to start a flying lap in this session, and Delay is coming in while his teammate Dunn is out on the circuit. Dos Santos is going to go around the outside of Dunn as he's flying down back straight, and Car Singh has to let go of the Maserati MSG Racing driver. Arnold Yu is currently out on the circuit, but he will let Dos Santos through. Yanis is currently in Sector 2, as there's another yellow flag. Dos Santos into the barriers. De Vries as well, who is out of qualifying. I think Dos Santos squeezed De Vries into the barriers, which led to Nick's retirement from qualifying, as we now head back to green flag running. Dos Santos' time will definitely be compromised with that front wing damage. Cabinet and Finazziero are currently out on a fly, but the yellow flag is out once again here in Sao Paulo for Enoch Yu, the reigning series champion, has hit the barriers and now he's got half a front wing left on his cars. We go back to green flag running with about 55 seconds to go. The Santos is coming into the pits. Watson currently out on a flyer. Ollie Lowe's in the pits. I don't think he's coming out to set another lap here. So that means Ollie Lowe's not going to have a time for the main race, as there's another yellow flag in sector 2. Not sure for who. Zigo now coming around the final corner. He will surely come to the line in time to set another lap in this qualifying session. I think F.E.M.R.L as well should be able to set a time here, as there's F.E.M.R.L is actually coming into the pits with about 15 seconds to go, so he will not be setting another lap on this circuit. The Zavaro's time will be invalid. He's into the barriers. The number 7 Lola Yamaha app, the Sunny Zavaro in the wall, and he's lost half of his front wing, as we see here as well. Lost half of his front wing. The clock hits 0. Here comes Levi to the line. He won't have a time here, as he wasn't on a flying lap. We only have 3 drivers on a proper fly. That is Enoch, Andre Nesbesny, and Gabriel. Gabriel's time is invalid, so he will not have a time here, as Dunn goes second fastest, Carsing goes third, but they are 7 and 10 seconds off respectively. Nesbesny is out of qualifying. Zinkman goes P3. Here comes Enoch, the Andretti driver, even with that front wing damage, has gone up to P3. What about Versteer in the Red Bull Porsche? He goes to third, replacing the Hong Kong driver. Philip Williams to the line as he goes P5 in the Cooper Cure. Obviously, Gabriel won't have a time, as Chaos Andale heads to the line and go up to a fastest. That's it then for qualifying. Let's see the times. In Medeo on top with a 51.316. Then it's Marcos Dunn, Versteer, Enoch Yu, Philip Williams, Zinkman, Carsing, and Chaos Andale, the only drivers with a lap time here. Then it's Saragi, Matthew Hart, Yanis Dos Santos, Tarallo, Zigo, Riley Watson, Sonny Zavaro, Tommy Yu, Nick DeVries, from teammate Arthur, Lavari Cabinet, Ollie Lowe, Mr. F.E.M.R.L, Victor Levi, Arnold Yu, Gabriel, and Andre Nesbesny rounding off the grid. We will see you soon for the main race as the International Monoposto Racing Federation returns.